Peace, peace, peace. What's going on, my peoples, my weebles? This your boy Sincere Seven coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, representing the House of Genesis, the pad. You feel me? So, if you haven't yet, go to the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit or the pad on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, or and go to www.houseofgenesis.org and sign up for our email list. So, I just wanted to come on. A little cushion coffee. You know what I'm saying? If y'all new to my films, we doing cushion coffee. If you got a problem with plant medicine, this is not the place for you. I ask you to back out of the video now. Now, outside of that, so there's been a lot of talk about the snake venom lately. And there's been questions, comments, concerns. I've been getting a lot of inboxes, a lot of texts, a lot of questions, right? Which I enjoy. I'm about education, so it's cool. I love the questions. But what I do ask you to do is just use a little discernment about how you approach me. I'm not real friendly. I'm not like looking for people. I'm not trying. I don't owe you anything. If you are interested and want to know about something, that's fine. But to start talking to me as if I owe you some type of explanation or something, that's not going to pass around here. I just want y'all to know I have had over 100 and something people add me over the last 72 hours or so. So I just need all the new people to know I'm not friendly. I will cuss your ass out. Don't come at me with that disrespect. Don't come at me with that insensitive entitlement. I'm not sure where all this is coming from. But if y'all want to talk about some things, y'all want to discuss some things, I'm totally open to it. So I had an individual that had an inquiry. And the way that they started it off was projecting. The way that they started it off was trying to insinuate that things are not what they are, or that things are done in a way that they shouldn't be, or just a bunch of other dumb shit. And it was like, I really didn't want to respond to them, but I do understand that it's from a place of ignorance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ignorant people say ignorant shit because they're ignorant. And it's not like a diss or a shame. I'm saying I understand that you don't know. That's what I see ignorant as opposed to stupid, meaning that you've been seeing the truth or it's been revealed to you and you just ignoring it. Ignorant is like you just didn't know. So I will excuse the ignorance with the people asking me things that I feel like, hey, what's up, Sid? Paul, Mark? That I feel like the way that they approaching me is just a little bit off, right? I'm gonna excuse that. Because again, I'm understanding there's a lot more new people to my platform. So with that being said, let's excuse that and just answer the questions. So the first question that I want to address, is this real snake venom? And I would like to point out that yes, it is. As a transdimensional travel agent, a spiritual tour guide, and a harm reduction specialist, I do not utilize anything synthetic that has a natural form. What do I mean by that? When it comes to bufo, 5-MeO-DMT, I do not use synthetic. I use what comes from the toad. When it comes to psilocybin or psilocybin, I do not use synthetic. I use psilocin. I use what comes from the mushrooms. When it comes to all of these different things that people have created synthetic versions of, I do not use the synthetic. So no, I do not use synthetic snake venom. So synthetic that I might possibly use is something like an MDMA, right? That is acceptable to me, right? But outside of that, I use natural substances, not synthetics. So yes, the snake venom is real. I had another individual who said something like, is this snake venom real, or are these snakes kept in cages? And they went on to explain that from their understanding that snakes that are kept in cages are harmless and snakes that are in the wild will kill you. And so to catch a snake in the wild and extract its, and hold on, what they said was, and kill it for its venom is a challenge, where the ones that are in captivity, you can kill them easily and take their venom. Because so confusing. Let me just be very clear. Where a snake lives has absolutely nothing to do with the efficacy of the venom. Now, a Cambo frog in what we would call what is that called? Where you keep something. A Cambo frog does lose its power because the Cambo frog doesn't need any protection when it's held in captivity. Nothing's attacking it, nothing's biting it. Furthermore, the diet of the captivity, yes, thank you. The diet of the Cambo phylum Medusa bicolored tree frog changes drastically. You're not going in the room, are you? Don't go in the room, okay? It changes drastically with the diet, with the surrounding areas, where it lives, the humidity, all of these different things. So I can understand that with the Cambo. However, let me be perfectly clear. Whether you catch a snake in the wild and bring it to captivity or breed venomous snakes into captivity, them being in captivity does not change the venom. Not to the point where it will be ineffective as a medicine. Not at all. If it does alter the venom, it's at a point to where we would not be able to recognize that from right? So I just wanted to point that out, that where the snakes live does not determine whether the venom is poisonous or not. Okay. Um, however, I like the question, because let me be very clear. When I started on this journey and knew that the alchemization of the venoms was something that had to be performed in-house, when I seeked out to find a venomous snake holder, the ones that I was coming into contact with, they would be like you see on TV, where a person will go in a building and they got a bunch of drawers at this wall and they pull the drawers out and there's a snake in a drawer, and then they'll put a stick with a mouse on it and the snake will bite it, and then they'll close the drawer back and they got 20, 30, 40 snakes in drawers. That shit bothers me. So I'm understanding where the question came from. I like that some of you all are considering the ethical behaviors behind the usage of the snakes. The snakes are not killed for their venom. They're not harmed for their venom. And furthermore, I passed up on everybody who I met that had snakes in drawers. When I finally picked my snake venom supplier, it was because of the relationship that they had with the snake. This was the first time I'd ever seen anything like this in my life. The dude didn't have the snakes in the drawer. The dude, first of all, he asked me, would you like me to bring them over to the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit? I think I asked him. Either way, an agreement was made to bring the snakes by. So this was the first thing. When he came by with the snakes, and he started speaking about his relationship with the snakes. And then he pulled the snake out, and he's sitting here with the snake climbing all over his hand, and he's kissing the snake in the mouth, and he's rubbing the snake. And I'm sitting here looking, going, my man, that's a fully venomous snake. It'll kiss you in your mouth and you'll die today. It was like, but his relationship, he was saying like, no, this is my baby. This is my baby. Like, and I'm sitting here watching this. And I'm like, okay, clearly he has a relationship with these snakes. And then he invited me to, his establishment where the snakes are. And when I walked in, I'm like, wait a minute, this is your house. Yeah, these are my babies. They live with me. And they had their own rooms and their own enclosures, not a drawer, but enclosures, big spaces for them to crawl around and climb and drink water and eat and hide and all the type of stuff. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. So those of y'all who was concerned about, how the snakes are housed. Yeah. They're housed very beautifully. They are treated like family. They are part of the family. They are at a home and they have their own rooms. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very, very beautiful thing. So if you was worried about that, thank you for keeping the consideration of the ethical treatments of the animals to your heart and mind, because me too, it was a big thing for me. Shout out to the milkman. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to JT the milkman. So, what else? Questions, comments, concerns. You know what I mean? Like I said, I know we've had some inquiries on others, posts and things like that. So that's why I put in the post: is their quality of life worth? Is their life worth your quality of life? Is the life of the snakes worth your quality of life? It doesn't have to be, because we don't take the life of the snakes. The snakes are cared for. The snakes are loved, literally. I'm not kissing no venomous snake, me personally. Just to be clear, I love y'all. I respect y'all. The most I'll do is hold the tail while we're milking. I will assist with the milk, and I'll hold the tail in the body of the snake. You understand? But if he let the head go, then the snake is going to be free. Let me just tell you, I'm not going to keep holding it. As soon as I see him do this, me too. But no, our snakes are housed very ethically, treated very humanely. And let me be very clear, what a lot of y'all don't know. Up to this date so far, none of our snakes have been milked more than once. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Talk a little shit, because I talk that. You feel me? So in the years that we've been doing this, you know, we're very, like, let me just be clear, you know what I'm saying? The person who supplies the venoms, they didn't even practice, or excuse me, they didn't even they were not into milking the venoms from their snakes previous to. They were just family, they were just love, they were just part of. And when I came to him, it was kind of like, what? And he had to really lean in and understand what we do here. He had to meet some of the people and hear some of the testimonials for himself. And that's when he agreed to start supplying us. So let me be clear, when Pebbles, who came and had multiple myeloma bone cancer, stage 2, when she met me, when she came to me and started her Venoms treatments, and a few months later called me on the phone to let me know that she no longer had cancer in her body. Oh my goodness, we cried together. She cried, and then I cried, and we crowed, right? And then after that, I called the milkman and I let him know, listen, bro, the venom from your snake just saved somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? And he, like, he was like, this, I'm so proud to be part of something of this magnitude. Even me as a transdimensional travel agent and spiritual tour guide, having so many testimonials of assisting people with dramas and traumas and abuse and PTSD, and having them have better qualities of life after having ceremonies with me, that shit was awesome and it felt great. But nothing compared to an individual telling me that they were given a death sentence and they no longer fear death. Their quality of life, like Pebbles, she's thriving. She looks so good. You could look at her and just tell from the time she first came to right now, you know. So I just wanted to be clear, like, no, we're trying to make sure that we take care of everybody's quality of life, including the snakes. So no, nothing unethical is going on. Snakes are not harmed, definitely not killed. Whoever was saying that, like, check my resume, like, do the knowledge to me, you know, pay a little bit more attention. I'm prior service military. There's a reason why I do what I do, and there are some agreements that I have with the planet Earth. There are things that I don't conduct myself in any further. So I was kind of like, wait a minute, hold on, don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. You feel me? So I just wanted to, you know, come on and just share that for those of y'all who needed to know, for those of y'all who was unaware. And if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, please keep them coming. Please send me an inbox, you know, send me a DM, you know, post a question on the videos. I'm with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm about education. I want you to be educated before anything else. I don't care if none of you all ever come get the Venoms, but I do want you all to be aware of what's going on and be educated before you start speaking and posting and saying just the ignorance that I'll be saying. Like, But I appreciate y'all concern. Thank y'all for tapping in. Please share this video. And if you're good and got any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out. Again, the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, or the Pad on YouTube to catch the videos, and www.thehouseofgenesis.org. Kenya Jones, Grand Rising. Well, it's quite a bit later on in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? The rise was a minute ago. But if you just rising, peace and grand rising to you. Lillian said, I would like to do a Venom. I keep looking them up. Well, if you need more information, just reach out to me, inbox me. Let me know what type of information you're looking for. Whether it be on the Venoms, on the process, on taking the class. Um, Also, for those who are trying, I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm going to research more." Good luck. But to assist you with that, .org, .edu, .com is commercial, is to sell you something. .org is organizations. .edu is education based, and even .gov, .gov. These are not trying to sell you anything. .edu is educating you. .gov is informing you of the government and the things that they have going. And the .org are organizations. And so those are be better places if you want to actually study. Type in snake venom and whatever ailment, disease, whatever it might be that you're trying to, if you have a condition, you're trying to see a snake venom will assist you with that. The research I do is on the House of Genesis. Indeed, indeed. And if you need more, just let me know. We have resources, books, different things like that. This is one of the greatest ones right here. Venoms and reptiles and their toxins. This is science. This is Oxford. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing a lot of people out there say real stupid shit. Oh, people just try, they just doing and saying, and that really? Oh, yeah? Really? Yeah, educate yourselves for y'all start running y'all mouths, man. Seriously. Like I just up and one day was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna start putting snake venom on people and telling people that shut the self is the measuring stick of the world. So you know what I'm saying? People who think like that, I don't really be interested because it's letting me know how they think. I would never think that somebody would do something like that because I don't do things like that. So if a person's thinking that that's the type of shit that they do, I'm going, oh, self is the measuring stick of the world. That's probably what the young generation calls it, caps, misrepresents, lies, deceits, all of that. Like, I don't know. I'm a little confused at how people would think that I just all of a sudden was like, I'm gonna start telling people to put snake venom on them and start charging them to learn how to do it. Like, your lack of education does not do anything on the part of my presentation. I don't have to tell you anything or present or show and prove what I know because you lack understanding. And to be very clear, a lot of you all who are coming in my inbox, you better understand that shit before you continue talking to me. I don't owe y'all anything. So to come in my inbox insinuating as I need to explain something to you so that you can get comfortable before you do anything, I'm here to educate, offer education. I love to teach. I'm here to hold space for you should you need. And I'm also here to point you in the directions of other individuals who are, may I project, who are worth dealing with. I don't project voluntarily anything, but I just want to be clear. If anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns about anything they're seeing or anybody that they are thinking about dealing with, I will give you my opinion and I will give you the receipts to go with anything that I tell you. Do the same thing for me. If you want to ask others about me. Check in on my resume. Make sure they got receipts. I've sat with grandmother Aya and Bufo, also Cambo. It's been life-changing. Yes, I'm sure it has. I also serve ayahuasca as well as Bufo and Cambo, and I am very familiar with how life-changing they all are. I know I if you've done all of those, I know you are on the road to somewhere. You're moving, you're growing, you're changing. Because all of those are heavily transformational. That ayahuasca, Oh my, right? That bufo, that conscious expansion. So Cambo is for cleansing and detoxing, animal medicine. Snake venom is for bioengineering, and bufo is consciousness expansion and heart opening. When it comes to animal medicines, which is what I specialize in teaching, in healing with the kingdoms, I teach the animal kingdom. I teach all of the kingdoms, but I specialize in the animal kingdom. And in animal kingdom, the Cambo, the snake venom, and the bufo. So I will invite people to do a walk with the animal spirits, where first you come on the first day and you do Cambo for cleansing, detoxification, and protection. Cleansing the panema, all of these things, preparing yourself for change. So you do the Cambo first. Then over the next 3 days, you utilize your 3 administrations or 3 applications, which is one full administration of snake venom over the next 3 days. So now we're dealing with the bioengineering, the character growth and development, spiritual attunement, as well as the physical healing. And after that 3rd day, then the next morning you wake up and the first thing in the morning you do bufo. Now let me explain this. Can I get on a call with you? I would love to talk about being a practitioner. Indeed. Kenya, if you go to my inbox and send me your email address and place the word Venoms, I will send you the practitioner class information packet. You can read all of that through. And then if you're still interested after receiving all the information, then if you want, we can hop on a call. So back to the walking with the animal spirits. First of all, let me explain, as an alternative health practitioner, our jobs, our duties, our expressions is comparable to that of a hacker, a computer hacker. A computer hacker knows the codes of operation in the computer. And there are codes that can be changed that will alter the operation. And they can go in, change, and alter these codes, and then whatever's put in will come out differently than how it was projected in the beginning, okay? This is magic. This is hacking, okay? So you got $100 in your account. I'm a hacker. I go in, hack your account, and I added 6 zeros. So now you got $1 billion in your account, right? All right. When it comes to alternative medicine, we are natural hackers. There are things that happen in nature, in the body, in the ecosystem that we have the keys, the understanding, and the codes to alter them, to change and bring about a desired outcome. So computers, natural. All right, you got a computer. You was on some website and you downloaded and it got a virus. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cleanse and detox the computer, right? Virus, the things that block the viruses, take the viruses out, remove the viruses. Same thing. Cambo is that, right? Boom. Now, not only does it cleanse them, but it also protects you. So now when you go on sites further, anytime there's those little bugs that will be inserted that will now start to, snatching them off, knocking them out, right? Cambo is that. When you think about the computer and getting that virus protection, that's Cambo. Now that we've cleaned our computer, now let's put in and update our internal operating system. Ain't that what it's called? iOS, the internal operating system. If you got an iPhone or an Android, you have an internal operating system. And after a certain amount of time, those operating systems are updated. And so you will get an updated internal operating system. That is snake venom. Snake venom updates your internal operating system physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Now, when your phone gets an update of its internal operating system, when that update is done, somebody tell me what that phone does. Come on, type it in the chat. When you get a new internal operating system and it has uploaded into your phone, what is the next thing that your phone does? You go and look and see who answers. Matter of fact, first person to answer correctly, I'm giving away 2 weeks of microdoses. Boom. First person to answer that question correctly, Lillian. All right, Lillian Moore. There we go. It resets. It restarts. It shuts down and starts back over again. That is what Monique, Kenya, okay, Paul Mark, there we go. You know what I'm saying? That's what it does. That's, matter of fact, Lillian, you get the 2 weeks. Monique, Kenya, and Paul Mark, inbox me your names and addresses, and I'm gonna send you all a week just for responding. A week worth of microdoses. Lillian, you get 2 weeks. All right. So you go through, you cleanse your operating, well, you cleanse the vessel, the phone, the body, the computer. Then you upgrade the internal operating system, which is different than the actual body. One is the hardware, the other is the software. Let me be clear. Any computer people out there, talk to me. I talk back, talk a little shit because I talk that, right? So now that we've updated the internal operating system, the phone shuts down and restarts under the new operating system. That's BUFO. That's the shutdown and the reset. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a walk with the animal spirits. That's a walk with the animal teachers. We're gonna cleanse you, we're gonna upgrade you, and then we're gonna start you over. And when you leave here, you a whole new entity. Yeah, that's what that's about. And listen, y'all, this is healing with the kingdoms, the animal kingdom edition. There's the mineral kingdom. You need to make sure your minerals are up to par. Make sure that your calcium is good, your phosphorus is good, your magnesium is good. I say this all the time. It's people who have heart attacks for a magnesium deficiency. That was it. Literally, that was it. Your potassium. These are very important to the functioning of your body. That's that mineral level, right? And also the crystals and the stones and the gems, right? The colloidal silver, the monatomic gold inside your body and outside your body. These are minerals that can be utilized. Now, after the mineral kingdom, we go into the plant kingdom. The plant kingdom is where the majority of focus is at from our community. 90% of people think that all of the healing outside of Western medicine is plants. Oh, plant medicine ain't the alternative medicine. It was the first. Well, I wouldn't say that. It's one of. See, people think that plants is the only place that healing comes in. No, 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 no. That is another level. And then, of course, we move up to the fungi kingdom, which 30 years ago, they misunderstood the fungi kingdom to be part of the plant kingdom. It was only within the last 25, 30 years they understanding this is its own kingdom, and now having that full understanding, also knowing that fungi outnumbers plants 7-1 on this planet, at least 7-1. Every plant on this planet, there's at least 7 fungi. So if you think that 90% of our healing comes from the plant kingdom, well, every healing plant that you could think of, there's 7 healing fungi still being discovered to this day. And then, of course, after the fungi kingdom comes my favorite, what I'm passionate about, the animal kingdom. One of the most misunderstood, slept on kingdoms ever. Bee venom is a medicine. Scorpion venom is a medicine. Snake venom is a medicine. Platypus venom is a medicine. Gila monster venom is a medicine. Sloth fur is anti-cancerous. Come on, y'all, talk to me. I'll talk back. Talk a little shit, because I'll talk that. Oh, did this nigga make this shit up? He just got it one morning. It's like, oh, I'm gonna start telling everything. Go look it up. Go study it. Don't question me as if I'm some type of bootleg jack healer out here. I don't have to show and prove to you all what I know. I'm here to assist you and educate you should you need or want. Now, you feel the need to come challenge me? Put some money up. Let's get on a banquet hall. If you ain't never seen The Great Debaters, please watch it. I love a debate. I love a debate, and I put my money up. Oh, platypus? Yes, male platypus have venoms. And like I always say in my lectures, you know, imagine going to school and you look like that. You would carry a weapon too. But yes, male platypus have venoms. It helps with them with mating. Yeah, with trying to, you know, battle for mates. Kenya Jones said, our body is 80% mycelium and it's the oldest living organism on this planet. Drop it. I see she got some knowledge. You see me? Kenya coming in already knowing a little bit about it. That's right. A lot of people don't know the relationship of our body, the earth, mycelium, and the existence of it all. This is why I teach about the healing with the kingdoms. See, that was my contribution to the healing community. All these other healers have their own approach. Dr. Sebi with the anti mucus in the body. Dr. Lila Africa, who I studied under, not under, let me say that. No, I never met him, but studied his works very, very deeply. And his approach, right? And all of these different approaches, and mine as I studied and I walked through, and I've been serving my community for over 20 something years, I come to realize that people are not dealing with enough holistic healing, holistic health. There's this idea of come get these herbs or get this or get that or get this sea moss. And it's like, that's not it. That's a small part of it. Even if you have a full herbal regimen and herbs and sea moss and elderberry syrup and all of this shit, you're still not getting the sea. Now, so the sea moss, when they say it got the 92 essential elements that your body needs, let's be clear that what the alternative health community doesn't do that the Western does is talks about percent daily values. The percentage of daily values. See, a lot of times we'll say some shit to promote some shit, to sell some shit, but we leave it out. We leave it out. Yeah, it got 92 essential elements. Micro meaning drinking this or taking this shot once a day, every day, is still not going to supply my body with enough of what's needed, right? So even though it's in there, it's not enough. It's not as powerful. Also, the lengths of time that these things take. When you go on plant medicine, you need 90 to 100 days for it to really get its efficacy, for it to really do what it's supposed to do. And a lot of people will use the herbs for 30 days. And then be like, man, I tried this and that, but it didn't work. Well, how long did you? I did the herbs for like 30 days. 30 days. That's one moon cycle. I would invite you to lean into it for 90 to 120 days, after which then you can start over. You can stop using it and see where your levels is at, see where your homeostasis, and you'll know 30 days is not enough for plant medicine. Understand, your minerals need to be upkept all the time. Your plant medicine, at least 90 days. Fungi medicine, a month to 6 weeks minimum. Plant medicine, you start to see results immediately because of how powerful and how concentrated it is. This is why they refer to them as poisons. The difference between a poison and a medicine is a dosage. All medicines can be poison if you use them too much. So when a snake bites you and injects you with 3 milligrams of pure venom, that was enough medicine for 50,000 people. And you got it all in one day. 90 days, one probation period, exactly. These things have been used for arthritis and nerve conditions. Venom has been used for cosmetics. That's right, Paul Mark. Come on, y'all talk to me. I talk back. Talking a little shit. I talk that. Lillian said iodine drops are essential for me. Okay, there we go. Another little jewel for those iodine drops. Okay. Monique said, I know you're the real deal. Oh, shit. You know some of the dopest people I know that actually refer me to you. This is on a whole nother level. You have to add bladderwrack and sarsaparilla to get the whole 102 minerals. There she go. Drop that shit. I did herbs for a year and it doesn't have to consistent. See what I'm saying? I'm loving this. Too much, too fast is a poison. That's right. Y'all with me now. Share these videos, y'all. Y'all dropping that shit, okay? Okay, hold on. I noticed that when I start, Same with antidepressants. Okay. Okay. Right. So with that being said, keeping now hold on. I forgot about I went through the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the fungi kingdom, the animal kingdom, and then above that is the kingdom of man. And let me just say this, y'all. If I didn't say it already, as you go up this, what we would call hierarchy, I would say that they get more powerful each level that you go up. So with that being said, once you get to the height of the kingdom of man, the kingdom of man is some of the strongest medicine on this planet. What is the kingdom of man? Kingdom of man medicines are prayer, meditation, Reiki, yoga, sex magic, in tune to healing. There is antidepressant. There's antidepressant. What's the word I'm looking for? The presence of antidepressants in semen. So when they be like, "Man, she tripping. She needs some dick," like they like, there's something to what they're saying. You know what I mean, ladies? That's why there's a difference when men and women who are together, when they do not share fluids, and when they do. There's a clear difference. There's a linking in, there's a connection, intuition, all of this type of shit. Fellas, you walking around and you sneaking and you cheating and you lying and you don't want her to know it, do not release your seminal fluids anywhere in her at all. Because once you do, now she has your life essence, and now she can tap in. That's why I always say, women be talking about their intuition. I be like, you ain't got no intuition. You know what I'm saying? You just swallow, man. Get out of here. Listen. No, I'm serious. Hey, or somebody releasing in your body, you know. But so the medicines of man, getting back to it, y'all just mess. Y'all's a mess. Come on, stay on point. The medicines of man, and what is my favorite out of the medicines in the kingdom of man? Placebo, or as we also refer to as faith, or the knowing. I have a second degree in Reiki. In 4 months, I can sit for my master's. Hey, congrats. I am also a Reiki practitioner. Yeah, congrats. The placebo. I will not take on clients who do not have the power of placebo. And the reason why is because I know that the kingdom of man medicines are stronger than all of them. So I can give this person the proper minerals, the proper plants, the proper fungi, and the proper animal medicines. And when they leave, they can get in the car and be in the car on the way home, and the person that picked them up be like, "So what's going on, man? What you think, man? What he get, man? He gave me these minerals and plants and mushrooms and some animal medicine, man. Ain't none of that shit gonna work." And all the healing that was taking place immediately stops and reverses. Because the universe only knows how to say, "You're right, yes, and okay." Wait, what? The universe only responds with yes, you're right, and okay. The universe is always rotating in the same, it never stops and rotates the other way. It might appear to, which is what we call a retrograde, but it doesn't. So anything you putting out is going to continue on. And so when you put out that this shit ain't going to work, you right, it ain't. And your cells immediately start to listen to you and be like, "Yo, that shit ain't shit." Because we more powerful than that is. And we say that, no, we're going to continue with the illness, continue with the sickness, and continue accepting that. I don't take on people. You know what the opposite of placebo is? Nocebo. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Talk to me. I talk back. Talk a little shit. We talk that. Okay? Share this video, y'all. So with that being said, my clients have to have placebo. They can exercise nocebo, because that's the opposite of placebo. Nocebo. And placebo has been shown and proven in scientific experiments. They're giving them sugar pills and telling them they're giving them medicine. And these people healing off the strength of believing. Pebbles, she had outstanding placebo. I think it was like the second time I gave her Venoms, and she was like, "Yeah, I can feel the tumor going away. This shit working, baby. Shit, the cancer gone, baby." I'm in that like, you can feel it already. Or you can feel the tumor get smaller. And to be honest with you, I thought that she was just practicing placebo, but with the time, because it was like 3 months through her journey. So by the time she went back in, it was like she cancer free. The lump is gone. That was the golf ball size, and all it is. It was like, well, shit. Then it had to be deteriorating at that speed, because like for it to be gone within 3 months, for her to be saying in a month, no, I can feel it getting smaller. Now I'm like, no, she was telling the truth. But that placebo is very important, y'all. And again, kingdom of man. So for me, as a healer, as a practitioner, has been in this realm for 20 plus years and have had like mostly, the only times I'm not getting positive is if people don't go the whole way, don't go the whole route, don't go all the way in. There's been a couple people that have came, had things, we tried things, didn't work, you know what I'm saying? But they never went through the 90-day journey. See, anybody who's done that, like, we good. But anyway, as a healer though, my again presentation to the alternative health community is healing with the kingdoms. That's what I teach, that's what I talk about, that's what I present. And I guess just dealing with specializing in the animal kingdoms and that being so new to America, it makes sense that it wasn't looked at that way. But so I just wanted to leave that with you all. Like, no, all of our harvesting, from the bufo toads to the cambo secretion to the snake venoms, are harvested with ethical consideration, with love and support. I do not do bee venom therapy because the bees have to die to give you the venom. I just was educated and informed that there's a new technique to give people bee venoms that the bees do not have to die. I'm kind of interested in finding how this works, but I am also, when the person told me that, I asked them, can we add that to the Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training course? So once I get all the information and it's a go, and it's the bees are ethically, they are right and can still do, then I'm trying to offer that in the practice as well, y'all. We keep it coming. But that's why, coming out of the military, with my history, I would tell people, oh, I would invite you to do bee venom therapy, but I won't give it to them, because my promise to the planet Earth and what I have agreed to do, I've represented destruction and death and violence enough in my life, and now I am about growth and life and production and reproduction. I got 7 babies. I take care of worms. I take care of plants. I grow mushrooms. I grow fruits and vegetables. The animals. I'm about life. I'm about, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, if we can get that bee venom therapy and not harm the bees, oh, we're gonna be about that too. Because yes, Lyme disease, arthritis, y'all listen, the animal medicines is a awesome kingdom, and the medicines are absolutely astounding. So if you want to know more, reach out. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know about the practitioner's course, send the word Venoms and supply me with your email. I'll send you the link to the Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training class. And if you are interested in maybe leaning in and discussing a journey to assist you in taking care of some discomforts within yourself, then reach out to me. But other than that, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for sharing the video. Thank y'all for tapping in on the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit on the YouTube, the pad, subscribe, and thank y'all for www.houseofgenesis.org for all of the people who's been signing up for the email list and things like that. I shared your upcoming training. Thank you. So with that being said, I'm going to end the way I always do, asking you to tell somebody you love them in the language they can understand it in. Peace.